Yeah, thank you very much, Maurita, for invitation to me to share my knowledge. So today, our discussion topic is the mindfulness use, the how mindfulness use the global crisis. So there are, for my understanding, we can see that in the world, many the global crisis. We can see that the political crisis, the COVID-19 crisis, business crisis, many crises. Most of people meet with the global crisis. Nowadays, we already know about the Ukraine and Russia. They fight each other. This is the political crisis. Is most of the people during this the time most of people dying. It's very suffered. We can see that. So this is very difficult to with the mindfulness because of this country most of little the record their mindfulness. They cannot cultivate with their mindfulness. So and last 13th, one of the Visaka conference, one of the brothers asked question to their speakers. So how the mindfulness can help the Ukraine Russia. This is very difficult to answer the question. How mindfulness can help between the Ukraine and Russia. So first, my understanding of these questions, so mindfulness is one of samatha bhavana. Samatha bhavana, we can see that 40 kinds of subjects to cultivate our mind, to get the peace of mind. So one of the 4 Mahuyata also including samatha bhavana. For the Mahuyata also including the 40 kinds of objects to cultivate the concentration. So this is the idea that the mindfulness can help this case between Ukraine and Russia. But I think that the both of the country, the leader is the more important. Who do you cultivate the mindfulness, including the Pojima Vihara, compassion and living guidance? Who do you cultivate? Who do you fight it? Both the country, the leaders, they had a more cultivate their compassion or living kindness to keep its harmony. They can help, mindfulness can help, but they didn't follow. It follow to practice mindfulness. It's very easy to lead harmony to each other. So this is so one of the in this conference, one of the Bhikkhu Bodhi said the people opened the hatred in mind. Some people open the hatred, open the greed, open the ignorance. They had little more greed, hatred, the ignorance. That's why the global crisis is very easy to can in our world. Nowadays, the Ukraine and Russia, they fight each other with the hatred. They opened their mind with the hatred towards that. Especially the greed also. The Ukraine country the Russia country, they want to need the Ukraine. That's when they fight each other. This is they are called the mindfulness, especially the living kindness and compassion. It a little more the living kindness compassion. This is not a feared global crisis, especially the political crisis. So nowadays, the COVID-19 crisis, we can see that the COVID-19 is a very weak, not strong. We don't afraid. So this is if we lead with more the mindfulness, this is very easy to the hero to any crisis. So why not why not crisis, especially the physical, the mental crisis, physical disease and mental disease. So we need to care about our head, about physical and mental disease. So every day we meet with the physical disease in front of the technological error. So this is the one of the it is the technological error. Most of people the lead and use more technology. They will get more the disease, physical and mental disease. They will meet the health crisis because of they are losing mindfulness, and without management, their body structure, their body postures, especially organ, sitting, standing, lying. They are broken body the postures. You can see there one of the young people, one of young people, he sits in front of the computer using to play against the long time in daily life. One day he got the disease, especially one day he got the kidney disease, and he go to the hospital to show doctor. So later he will die. This is he get in front of the technology, especially that he sits long time in front of the computer to play games, to use anything. This is losing mindfulness, and without management, the body postures, sitting, walking, lying, and standing. So we need to understand our body postures, how to manage our postures with mindfulness to heal any disease. So finally, this is mindfulness is very important to cure any crisis. In the Visaga date, we can see that the last, the Buddha persuade, the Buddha said, Buddha suggested all the Bhikkhu Bhikkhunis or lay people, and Dani or Bhikkhu, Amanda Yormi or Dome, Waya Demo Tinkara Alamatina Sambadita. Never forget our body and mind, wisely and passing ways. We need the little with mindfulness to forget our body and mind. Our body and mind rising and passing way via Dharma Tinkara. That's why Abamasina Sambadita, never forget. We live with more mindfulness and to heal the any crisis. So that's why the Muslim leader had to lead more the for the Mawiyada to get their people to live harmony each other in the world. This is they will move the peaceful country, peaceful world. That's why the mindfulness, anything can heal, can support, can cure the anything the crisis. So thank you very much, all my brother and sister.
Thank you very much, Venerable Panyasara. He mentioned the benefits of mindfulness can heal the world and also can lead into the Brahma realm. This is the wonderful realm for and happy for everyone, and they can heal the world. Uh, Thank you for your deep sharing and wonderful sharing. Now I would like to invite Sister Doughton. She is Vietnamese student, Vietnamese Bhikkhuni. She studied PhD the third year, and now in the time she writes a dissertation and will finish in this year. Now I would like to invite to her share her experience and knowledge.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Yes, thank you, Sister Dolenti, for your inviting me. Today, our topic is how mindfulness heal global crisis. I think this topic is very exciting. And also,